My name is Kusuma, Assistant Professor, Department of Mathematics, VNR VJT. So here course title is Ordinary Differential Equation and Vector Calculus. In this, I will discuss very important topics, application of Laplace transform in engineering system. So here application of Laplace transform is a mathematical tool used to analyze particular fields like control system, electrical circuits, and signal processing. It's in this case, it is very helpful for solving the differential equations. And also, one more important point is Laplace transform is helpful for time domain function to frequency domain. So sometimes it is very helpful for converting the time domain to frequency domain. It will make it is easier and very easy to manipulate the complex functions. So here I will discuss three important application in engineering sector. The first one is electrical engineering. In this electrical engineering, analyzing and designing the electrical circuit, particularly RLC circuits. And it is contains the inductor and capacitor where the differential equations are involved. So for solving this differential equation with the help of inverse Laplace transform and Laplace transform. And one more application is mechanics. In this mechanics, analyzing the motion of the mechanical systems, like it is such as vibration, oscillation. For example, velocity. What is the definition of velocity? The rate of change of displacement with respect to time. So whenever you have a rate of change, it is involved the differential equation. Simply you can write dx by dt. And also one more example is acceleration. Acceleration is rate of change of velocity with respect to time. You can write dv by dt. Such Schaeffer differential equation involved in the mechanical system. So for solving that differential equation with the help of Laplace transform. Similar manner, we can use inverse Laplace transform and Laplace transform, data mining and machine learning. So now today I will discuss one more example that is called solve ordinary differential equation using Laplace transform. So what is the process for solving the differential equation? So simply in the Laplace transform, whatever you have ordinary differential equation or partial differential equation is converted into algebraic equation. That means simply time domain to frequency domain. So and apply some initial condition to the differential equation and transform and simply solve the differential equation using the help of Laplace transform. So here particularly discuss the point is how to solve the ordinary differential equation by using Laplace transform. So this explanation I will with the help of steps. Here 3 steps are involved for solving the ordinary differential equation. Step number 1. So first take your given differential equation, take the Laplace transform of the equation and apply the Laplace transform properties, either linearity property or derivative property. Apply the linear all the properties whatever involved in your differential equation, then that Laplace equation is converted into the algebraic equation. That is a step number 1. Go for step number 2. In the step number 2, in the right side of the function, it is that means it is an algebraic equation. From the step number 1, you get the algebraic equation. That equation is solved if it is the right side function Laplace transform are unknown functions. If it is known function, you directly apply inverse Laplace transform. It is not unknown, it is unknown function, it is there. You can take the solve the algebraic equation, then apply inverse Laplace transform. Go for the third step. What is third step here? Use the inverse Laplace transform on the step number 2. You get the solution of the algebraic equations. So for solving the ordinary differential equation involve 3 steps. Step number 1. So take the Laplace transform on the given differential equation as well as apply the properties of Laplace transform. And step number 2. Step number 2, in the equation that is called algebraic equation. In the right side function is unknown function. You can solve that function and go for step number 3. What is step number 3? Just take the inverse Laplace transform on both sides. You get the solution of the ordinary differential equation. Let us discuss one example on ordinary differential equations. So here I take one simple problem for solving the ordinary differential equation. You observe that here I consider the second order differential equation with initial conditions. Here y double dash plus 7y dash 10y is equal to 4 times of e power minus 3. This is a differential second order differential equation, and with initial conditions are y of 0 is equal to 0 and y dash of 0 is equal to 0. So you have a doubt. So madam, this differential equation also solved in by technique of second order differential. Exactly. But it is a little bit complex compared to the inverse Laplace transform technique. So if we involve the differential equation with initial condition, the best process for solving the differential equation by using inverse Laplace transform. And also some questions is difficult to solve the technique of second order differential equation. That time you apply the inverse Laplace transform and Laplace transform, it's more easy. Now this differential equation I will solve step by step. So you know the step number 1. The step number 1, it is taking Laplace transform on both sides. So first I take the given differential equation. What is given differential equation? Y double dash plus 7y dash plus 10y is equal to 4 times of e power 3. So I apply the step number 1 on the given differential equation. So just take the Laplace transform and apply the linearity property. So take the L of y double dash plus 7y dash plus 10y is equal to L of e power minus 3. That is step number 1. In this step, so apply the linearity property. So what is linearity property? Already you know that. So here I am writing the property of linearity property. So linearity properties helps the, so here I am writing the statement of linearity property. L of C1 is the arbitrary constant. So f of t is the function plus C2 I consider another arbitrary constant. G of t is the function is equal to C1 times of L of f of t plus C2 times of L of g of t. So where C1, C2 are the arbitrary constants. So simply this linearity property help the separate the arbitrary constant from the function. It is a sum of terms. So you observe that in this step L of y double dash plus 7y dash. 7 is the constant. 10 is the constant, 4 is the constant. So you observe that in this step L y double dash, here 1 is the constant, plus 7 times of L of y dash plus 10, separate the constant from the function, L of y is equal to 4 times of L of e power minus 3t. So now what is the L of y double dash formula in the Laplace transform? L of y dash, what is the meaning of L of y double dash? It means second derivative of Laplace transform. What is the meaning of L of y dash? First derivative of Laplace transform. So here the formulas of Laplace transform of derivatives. So I recall you know already in the Laplace transform technique. So what is L of y double dash formula? X square y of x minus x times of y of 0 minus y dash of 0. What is the Laplace transform first derivative formula? X y of x minus y of 0. And you can write Laplace transform of y of t is equal to y of x. So now in this step, step number 2, I apply these formulas into the before step. So now start. So here, so in this equation, I apply the formulas. So let us start L of, so first you have to take the differential equation in the previous step. So in this step L of y double dash from the previous step 7 times of L of y dash plus 4 times of L of, so just see the previous step, 10 times of, 10 times of, here 10 times of L of y is equal to 4 times of L of e power minus 3. So this is done in the step number 1. So now I apply the derivative formulas here. First I write what is L of y double dash. S square y of s minus s times of y of 0 minus y dash of 0. It is a formula for L of y double dash plus 7 times of bracket open. So write the formula of L of y dash, s of y of s minus y of 0. This is the formula of Laplace transform of derivative. Plus 10 times of, you can write L of y. What is L of y? Y of s. Put here y of s is equal to 4 times of, you know, what is the Laplace transform of e power minus at? So the formula for Laplace transform of e power minus at is 1 by s plus a. So use this formula here, 4 by s plus 3 is the formula. So now just I replace the Laplace transform derivative in the above equation. Now here given conditional, so given initial conditions are given in the question. So what are the initial conditions are given in this question? Initial conditions are y of 0 is equal to 0, comma, y dash of 0 is equal to 0. These are the initial condition. These values, y of 0, in the place you put 0 and y dash of 0, put the 0 in the above equation. Then above equation becomes x square y of x minus y of 0, 0. This term becomes 0. Y dash of 0, 0 becomes 0 plus 7 times of x into y of x minus, this is the y of 0 value 0 plus 10 times of y of x is equal to 4 by s plus 3. Whatever I did, just I apply the Laplace transform formulas and substitute the initial condition. Now simplify this equation. In the right side part of, you can, after x square, the first term, y of x and 7 times of, you observe the previous slide, 7 times of s square, these two terms are 0. Next one, 7 times of s into y of x. So move to previous slide. So next term is 10 times of y of x. So plus 10 times of y of x. This is the left side part. In the right side term is 4 by s plus 3. You observe that in the left side, the common term in these three terms is y of x. First common y of x from these three terms. The remaining is s square plus 7s plus 10 is equal to 4 by s plus 3. And now calculate the y of x value. Y of x is equal to 4 by s plus 3 into s square plus 7x plus 10. This is the y of x value. So after completion of calculating the y of x, step number 1 is completed. What is the step number 1? Take the Laplace transform on both sides, apply Laplace transform derivative formula and as well as linearity property and basic Laplace transform. Your given differential equation convert into algebraic equation. This equation is called as algebraic equation. So step number 1 is completed. Algebraic equation. Now step number 2. What is step number 2? In the right side part of this function, announce the Laplace transform, inverse Laplace transform formula. You go for inverse. But this function inverse is unknown. So first solve this algebraic equation. So solve this algebra. How to solve this algebraic equation? So it is the change this function into noun Laplace transform formulas. So for that, I first calculate the factors of this one, and after that I apply the partial fraction technique. So now write y of x is equal to 4 by s plus 3 as it is, carry on. Now what is the factor here? 5 and 6 are the factors. This can be written as s square 5x plus 2s plus 10, and this can also written as 4 by times of s plus 3 into s plus 5 times of s plus 2. This is your y of x. Now for solving this y of x, this resolving into partial fractions. Now I apply here. So resolving for solving the above y of x, resolving into partial fractions. Resolving into partial fractions. So the y of x is here 4 by, so the previously 4 by s plus, you observe that y of x I consider s plus 3, s plus 5 into s plus. So for our easy convenience, I take this is the equation number 1. So 4 by s plus 3, s plus 5 into s plus 2. This is the y of x. Now I solve this function for resolving. So in the basic level of 10th class, you resolve, it is a linear a by s plus 3 plus b by s plus 5 plus c by s plus 2. So take the LCM of right hand side, left hand side as it is 4 by s plus 3 into s plus 5 into s plus 2. Take LCM. The LCM is s plus 3, s plus 5, s plus 2. Now write a times of s plus 5 into s plus 2, b times of s plus 5 cancel, you get x plus 3 into s plus 2 plus c times of s plus 2, s plus cancel, we get x plus 3 into s plus 5. So these two denominator terms cancel. The remaining part again write 4 is equal to a times of s plus 5 into s plus 2 plus b times of s plus 3 into s plus 2 plus c times of s plus 3 into s plus 5. Now calculate the a, b, c values. Now before I take this is the equation number 2. So now I want to calculate a, b, c values. For that you have to use two techniques. One is comparing the coefficients of the s terms, s square terms and constant term, then calculate a, b, c values. That is the one technique. Or here simply you know the roots. What are the roots? -3, -5, -2 are the roots. You substitute the roots, you get the values of capital A, capital B, capital C. So now you go for second technique. Just I put the values. The first root, you know that here you observe that s plus 3 and s is equal to -3. So put this s is equal to -3 in the equation number 2. So the right 4, I put s is equal to -3 in this above equation. -3 plus 5, -3 plus 2 plus, here after substitution the -3 here in the place of s is equal to -3, what happened? This is a 0. 0 into anything is 0. This term is 0. Similar manner here also, you put s is equal to -3 here, then what happened? This term is also 0. So c times of 0, it is 0. Now from this equation, you get simplify it. 5 minus 2, it is 2. So here -1. So after simplification, this one 4 is equal to a into here minus 2, 5 minus 2 plus, sorry, plus 2 here and minus 1. Now it is this equation comes a value. So a is equal to 4 by minus 2. 4 by minus 2. Then you get a value is minus 2. One value is calculated. Similar manner, we calculate the b and c value. So you remember it is again I put s is equal to minus 5 in this equation. Equation number 2. So now take the now you know that a value I again write here minus 2, one value calculated. Now I will go to calculate the value of b. For that, put next value, what is the next? S value minus pi in the equation number 2. So put s is equal to minus 5 in equation number 2. Then what happened? So the left hand side 4 as it is. Coming to the right hand side, here put s is equal to minus 5. This term is 0. And now third term also 0 because put s is equal to minus 5. Third term also you get only second term and put s is equal to minus 3 here. So now b times of here minus 5 plus 3, s is equal to minus 5 here, and here minus 5 plus 2. Remaining first term and third terms are zeros. Now solve this one. 4 is equal to b times of minus 2 into minus 3. That means b is equal to 4 by minus 6. That implies b is equal to minus 2 by 3. b value is minus 2 by 3. a value is minus 2. And go for last value, that is c value. For that, you substitute s is equal to minus 2 in the equation number 2. So I go for put s is equal to minus 2 in equation number 2. So what happened? The left side as it is constant 4 and right side if you put s is equal to minus 2, this term is 0. Here put s is equal to minus 2, b term is also 0. If you get the last term c times of. So I write the last term here c times of minus 2 plus 3 minus 2 plus 5. Now simplify. So 4 is equal to c times of 3 minus 2 1 and 3. Then from this c value is equal to 4 by 3. Finally, you got the values of a. What is a value? Minus 2. And b. What is the b value? Minus 2 by 3. And c value. What is c value? 4 by 3. So these are the a, b, c value. These values you replace into the your y of x values. So now what is y of x? Y of x is equal to, it is the a by s plus 3 first one, b by s plus 5, c by s plus 2. This is the y of x. So y of x is equal to a. What is a? A is minus 2. Just now I calculated. Replace a value. What is b? B is equal to minus 2 by 3. I put here minus b value s plus 5. What is c? C also known. 4 by 3. 4 by 3 by s plus 2. So after resolving the partial fractions, so you get y of x in this form. So now step number 2 is complete because you know the formulas of L inverse of 1 by s plus 3, 1 by s plus 5, 1 by s. So the before the step 1, it is the right hand side part is unknown function. You're resolving into partial fractions, this the known functions of Laplace transform formulas. So here write the basic inverse Laplace transform. What is L inverse of 1 by s plus a? L by s plus a is equal to e power minus at. So use this formula and apply the step number 3. What is step number 3? The step number 3 is taking inverse Laplace transform on both sides. Taking inverse Laplace transform on both sides. Inverse Laplace transform on both sides. We get so in the above equation and this equation, if you want to consider, this is equation number 3. So take L inverse of y of s is equal to L inverse of minus 2 by s plus 3 plus minus 2 by 3 times of s plus 5 plus 4 by 3 times of s plus 2. So just last step, that is step number 3, taking inverse Laplace transform on both sides. Then again you apply linearity property. What is a linearity property? Separate the constants from the function. So here I take the 1. So here I write L inverse of y of x is y of t. Y of t is equal to, we can write minus 2 times of L inverse of 1 by s plus 3. This is the first term. I separate minus 2 by 3 times of L inverse of 1 by s plus 5 plus 4 by 3 times of L inverse of 1 by s plus 2. I continue here, y of t. So finally get y of t is equal to minus 2 times of, what is L inverse of 1 by s plus 3? E power minus 3. Minus 2 by 3 times of, what is L inverse of 1 by s plus 5? Apply this formula. In the place of a you have 5. So e power minus 5t. E power minus 5t. Plus 4 by 3 times of, what is this one? 1 by L inverse of 1 by s plus 1, e power minus 2t. This one is called solution of ordinary differential equation by using Laplace transform. So y of t is a solution, minus 2 into e power minus 3t, minus 2 by 3 times of e power minus 5t, plus 4 by 3 times of e power minus 2. So clear this solving the ordered differential equation. I use the 3 steps. One is Laplace transform, taking first step 1 and apply the basic properties of Laplace transform and convert into algebraic equation. That is the step number 1. So after step number 1, I go for step number 2. So that algebraic equation solve unknown function to known function of Laplace transform. That is the step number 2. Step number 3 is in taking inverse Laplace transform on both sides and write the formulas related to inverse Laplace transform and find out the solution of the given differential equation. This is the final step. So similar manner, practice these problems and it's more clear. So this is the, what is the d square of x means you can write, d square of x means you can write x double dash. 5 times of d means differentiation of x means x dash. 6 into x is equal to 5 times of e power t. So here x with respect to t, x is the independent variable, t is the dependent on x. So your solution comes from x of t. Similar manner you can write this second example also, y double dash plus 2 times of y dash, d square y by dt square means y double dash 2 times of y dash plus 2y is equal to 5 sin t. So similar manner follow the 3 steps. So first take the Laplace transform on both sides of this differential equation and solve the algebraic equation. Once you get the algebraic equation, it is known formula, convert Laplace transform. After that, take the last step is inverse Laplace transform. So thank you.
Like, share, comment, and subscribe VNR Digital Learning Resource YouTube channel.